Hey guys, Reese here, and one of the biggest reasons we made this channel was so that we could help out other fellow photographers or people who were starting their own businesses, whether it's in the creative field or photography. And so today I'm going to be talking about one of the apps that helped take our life to the next level in our business. It took me from this to this. And that app is HoneyBook. HoneyBook saved me so much more time by having pre-written emails and contract invoices, brochures, questionnaires, all of this pre-laid out and set into workflows so that it would tell me what step is next whenever I was working with a new inquiry or client. It can even embed a contact form on your website, so whenever you get a new inquiry, it comes automatically into the HoneyBook system and it takes you through the phases. Now there's a little back-end work that you have to do to set kind of those systems up, to pre-write those emails, to set up those workflows, to write your contracts, to build your packages and brochures and questionnaires. But once you have all that done, then it just tells you, okay, they inquired, here's the first email you send them. Now granted, I have kind of a template email for each of those phases, and I tweak it to make it specific to each and every couple or client or inquiry, but it relatively stays the same. And that's just so that you can better serve these people by responding quicker and following up as you promised, when you promised them to. And so this has really saved me tons of time. I'm no longer thinking like, who have I reached out to, who have I not reached out to, who have I followed up with, who have I not followed up with, and what am I gonna say when I do follow up to them. Everything's kind of pre-written out for me. I already know what the next step's gonna be. So it's taken me a time where I'm spending loads of time on the computer and doing emails and checking this or that, to now spending more time with my family or being outside and other things that I would honestly rather be doing. Even just more time to photograph more has been a huge blessing. So in this video, I mainly just want to give you an introductory to HoneyBook, what its interface looks like whenever you're actually a part of the system, kind of all the features that it has, and then later on I'm going to break down maybe each of those features or a few of those features in each of the videos, whether it's embedding the contact form or creating your workflows, and kind of the best order to do those things in so you're not getting ahead of yourself. Because there's a few things that I did whenever I first started out that it didn't make sense. All of a sudden I had to work backwards then. So now that I've got everything set up, I can kind of show you all of the features that HoneyBook has. Okay guys, here we are in HoneyBook. This is what's called your pipeline. So anytime you get an inquiry, it'll pour into here, and then it automatically has the kind of next steps for you, which you can actually customize. A few of them you're not able to remove, they're locked in by HoneyBook, like this follow-up. But as a creative, you sometimes have different systems that you want to follow and what you want to do next. So I kind of put in my own here where I wanted those, like a welcome gift or about you questions, a video call, etc. The way that it comes into here is through your website, where you have embedded the contact form. So this contact form you're seeing here is actually from HoneyBook, and I'm going to show you how to do that in a different video. Right now I'm just kind of showing you again the overview of HoneyBook and why it's so time-saving. So again, it was before I would get an inquiry from my website, it'd go on my Gmail, and then what I was doing in Gmail was essentially trying to do what HoneyBook does for me, which was create these specific folders for every single couple, whereas HoneyBook just does that automatically. So somebody inquires, it creates a whole project
just for that couple, a whole folder, if you will. So that's what I love about HoneyBook right off the bat. Everything's divided. That's, maybe 5 extra minutes per project that I don't have to create a folder for and drag every single email into. So that's another thing, is you can email straight through HoneyBook. It allows you to talk with your clients straight through here. You don't have to go through Gmail. That's a huge feature of HoneyBook that I really love, honestly. So some of the tools here that you can see is, this is the templates. That's going to have your templates for your packages, your questionnaires, your contact form, your contracts, your invoices, etc. And there's a bookkeeping tab where you can sync to your QuickBooks. There's also a calendar tab. To be honest with you, I don't use the calendar. I still use GCal. And the only thing nice about this is that it does sync up to your GCal. So any project that books on here will then show up in my GCal. So that's about the best thing that I like about the calendar. Other than that, it's really not that great, to be honest with you. So we'll take a look at the templates here. And you kind of see these are all the different templates. And again, this just keeps it all really nice and simple. It's got your invoices here, it's got your contracts here, it's got your proposals here, your questionnaire, your packages, your contact form, your email signature. So here's all my emails that I have. Now all of this is going to kind of come together in a thing that we call, if you go up to the tools tab, it's called workflows. So for me, I have a wedding workflow. And that basically says, whenever an inquiry comes in, it says, hey, Reese, you need to send them this first email. So I send them my first email. If I don't hear anything, then it says, okay, you need to send them a follow-up. If I do hear something, then it says, okay, you need to send them this brochure. So I've created this. I've created the emails and the brochures, and then I've organized them in this workflow to kind of tell me what the next steps are. So the nice thing about this is that you can create it yourself. And you can make it specific to whatever job you want to do. So my weddings workflow is different from my couples workflow, is different from my family's workflow. And that's the best thing about HoneyBook. Before, what we were doing is we'd have our contract through our website, and then we'd have our invoicing system through a whole separate thing like QuickBooks or FreshBooks. And then we never had anything like questionnaires, but it's something that we always wanted because it's great, valuable insight whenever we were photographing people on their wedding days or even families, what's important to them. So this was a great tool that already had it kind of set up for us. We didn't have to go out and create something new. So if you go back to the projects here, you can kind of see, I'll show you an example of what these proposals look like. So it'll tell them their name and the date, and then what they're all getting. This is what they chose essentially in the brochure. Due dates, the payment schedule, contract. So it's all right here. They're paying here, they're signing here, they're seeing what they're agreeing to. The signatures are legit. Yeah, this looks a lot more clean and just formal. So again, it just saved us so much time rather than sitting behind creating all these things over and over and over and over again. It's just all here in a template. They select their brochure and it auto-populates to create this proposal. A few of the other things here are reports, which are pretty cool. So it kind of tells you, where your leads are coming from. So you can kind of see the different leads here, vendor referral or Instagram or Google or fellow clients or Wedding Wire. Kind of tells you maybe where you should funnel or pour your time into. And maybe that's Pinterest for some people. So this is valuable insight that I appreciated that I didn't have, or I'd have to keep track of on my own, figuring out where people found us from. But instead now it's just on our contact form, so people can tell us, where they found us at. Okay, you guys, this is basically the overview of HoneyBook. I hope you found it helpful. Like I said, I'll be diving more into some of the specific tools that HoneyBook has in these next few videos. So the next few Wednesdays, keep your eyes out for that.
After watching this video, if you guys decide that HoneyBook already is the thing for you and that you need to get it, be sure to go to the link below and get 50% off your first year. Or if you want to wait and continue to learn more, hang around, hit the subscribe button below and ring the bell so that way you'll get notified whenever new videos come out. Because I'm going to kind of start a HoneyBook series from here on out. There'll be about 3 or 4 more videos where I said I'll talk about embedding a contact form, creating a workflows, and what things to do first. If you have questions, be sure to leave a comment below as well. Otherwise, check back in next Wednesday for another video. It's going to be another HoneyBook video. Probably just simply embedding your contact form, because that's a great place to start, so that way you get inquiries flooding over to your HoneyBook system right away. All right, thank you guys so much for being here. I hope this helps you out, and I'm super excited to help you on this journey. HoneyBook has been such a blessing to me, and I hope to pass it on to you. Thanks, guys. Bye.